How to make someone think about you non-stop using the power of the law of attraction. Hi everyone, Robert Zink, Miracle Mentor and Alchemy Life Coach, and today we are soaring high like a big, beautiful eagle. We're flying in the direction of your dreams and your goals, and that's what this channel is about. Your dreams, your goals. We believe you deserve the money you desire, the love that you crave, and the health that you depend upon, and we use the power of the law of attraction to help you get it. Okay, you deserve it, so you might as well have what you want. Here we are talking about getting someone to think about you nonstop. I mean, we're not driving them crazy or anything, but we want them to think about us because maybe they're important in our life. Maybe it's a business person, maybe it's an ex, maybe it's somebody you're falling in love with. Whatever the case may be, you desire that they think about you nonstop. So high flyers, let's get right into it. Number one is clear intentions. I put this number one because it's obvious, but it's absolutely important. So I started working with a client several months ago, last year sometime, and she called about a guy named Larry. She said, I want Larry back in my life. And I said, okay, let's focus on Larry. About 2 weeks into our conversation or into our work, she began asking about Jim. What about Jim? Maybe I want Jim. Jim was my soulmate all along. Larry was just a fill-in. So now she calls me the other day and she says, you know, I was wrong all along. I really, really want Larry. High flyers, you cannot be successful at attracting money or love or happiness or a relationship when you go back and forth. When you're bouncing back and forth like a ping pong ball, it's crazy. You're sending the universe a mixed message, and a mixed message, it never gets a clear answer. It gets a bunch of garbage back. You know, it's like the old saying, garbage out, garbage back. That's what happens. So you need to be absolutely clear with your intention, because when you make an intention that says, I desire that this person think about me and think about me often, then stop right there. That's enough. You don't need to say any more. That is enough. Make it clear, write it down, and be certain about it. So high flyers, in the process of attracting someone into your life or getting someone to think about you nonstop, you're probably going to use affirmations. You may use visualization, which we recommend all the time, and present tense visualization. In other words, you're visualizing as if it already exists. You're going to use present tense gratitude. I am grateful that Rachel is thinking about me every single day. You see, it's present tense. It's not hopeful. It's right now. You may use social media. You may send out some subliminal messages about your life and what's going on using social media. And of course, you may resort to texting from time to time. Whatever method you are using, this is a huge key. Mix it up. I call it fire and ice. Fire and ice simply means I'm going to do my affirmations on Monday. I'm going to do like 20 or 30 times during the day. I'm going to visualize several times during the day. I'm going to have moments of gratitude. I may even have a gratitude journal that I'm going to use. And then I'm going to maybe do some social media stuff, or I may do some other techniques. But here's the key. That's Monday. On Tuesday, I'm doing nothing. I'm just relaxing. I'm chillaxing. I'm moving on with my life. I'm focusing on other things. Wednesday, I'm back to the fire. You see what I'm doing? I'm fire and ice. Fire and ice. In hypnosis, we call it fractionation. You know, you turn it up, you turn it off. You turn it up, you turn it off. Now, some people might say, well, Robert, isn't that a mixed message? No, it's not a mixed message. You're sending out the message and you trust it so much that you just let it go. You just let it go and you forget about it the next day or 2 days. Some people will do it 5 days in a week and then they will just relax over the weekend. Some people do it every other day. You come up with your own schedule. Some people say, Robert, I just do the work when I feel inspired, and I'm okay with that as well. So fire and ice, mix it up, baby. It really works. How to make someone think about you nonstop. Here's number 3 on my list, and that is don't be in a hurry for results. Sometimes in my own journey, my own experience, high flyers, what I have found out is that the more I just loosen up and relax and let it go, the easier things are. So you know what's going to happen. You know they're thinking about you. You know they can't stop thinking about you. You know they're going crazy thinking about you. So don't be in a hurry for them to act upon it. That's what I'm trying to say. They're already thinking about you. Give them time to act upon it. For some people, it's a day. For some people, it's a week. But give them time and be so focused on all the good things going on in your life that you're not worried about it. Or you're not sitting there looking at I don't have my watch on today. You're not sitting there looking at your watch wondering, when are they going to text me? When are they going to call me? I know they're thinking about me, but how come they're not acting on it? They'll act on it at the right time, usually when you let go. High flyers, beautiful souls, if you really, really desire to get someone to think about you nonstop, then you've got to make yourself your number one priority. They are not your number one priority. You are your number one priority. So the more you think about yourself, the knowledge, the things you're learning, what am I learning every day? Successful people are learning new stuff every day. What am I doing with my spirit, my spiritual energy? How am I connecting to source energy each and every day? Meditation, exercise, eating clean. All of this is absolutely essential. Focus more on you. Do the work, the affirmations, the visualization, and all of that, and then focus on you. Put your energy where it belongs, and I promise they will be thinking of you more and more each and every moment. High flyers, we talked about this one in another video. I call it mini flicks. Mini flicks are just 1 minute, little small segments of movies that you play in your mind. So have a movie that is positive to the person you're sending it to, the person that you desire to think about you all the time. Have a positive movie. Close your eyes. Take 60 seconds out of your day. Send them that movie. See it. Feel it in your body. Oh yeah, it feels good. Send them the movie. Open your eyes. It's done. Get on with your life. Get on to something else. Go for a run. Go for a jog. Do something, okay? Send these mini flicks throughout the day and then just let it go afterwards. They're so effective. They're so absolutely powerful. And you can send out that subliminal message. I know that you're thinking of me. I can feel you thinking about me. That's what really, really gives it some juice. Well, number 6 is don't be at the person's beck and call. If you start getting emails or letters, you know they're thinking about you. You've been sending out those mini flicks. You've been doing the visualization. You've been doing the gratitude, all of that. You know they're thinking about you. So when they start coming after you, don't be at their beck and call. When they text you, if you're doing something else, you don't have to drop everything in your life to answer the text. Wait till you're ready and then respond. Okay? I think it's important that you maintain your own personal integrity and focus on your life and your goals and your dreams, and they will come right along. See, people think about people that think about themselves. Write that down. People think about people that think about themselves. Well, high flyers, number 7 is what I call absolute certainty. I don't have to wonder if Rachel is thinking about me. I know she's thinking about me. I knew she was thinking about me before she knew she was thinking about me. You see, that's the kind of inner power and confidence you need to claim for yourself. Absolute certainty. You know, in the Bible, they call it faith. Whatever you want to call it, faith, certainty, whatever language makes you feel better, it's a knowingness that that person is thinking about. And the more, this is so cool. The more you know that they are thinking about you, the more they are. And finally, high flyers, share a strong mental bond as you fall asleep at night. So as you're falling asleep, talk to this person, whisper to them, communicate with them that you find them special, that you know that they're thinking about you, that it's okay to respond. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who's stubborn, who is thinking about you but doesn't want to respond. That's okay. Just talk to them and say, hey, I'm here when you're ready. When, very big words, when you're ready. I'm right here. Okay? I know that you're ready to respond because I feel you thinking about me. High flyers, claim your 30 minutes of miracle mentoring and Alchemy Life Coaching. We believe that you can have the love you crave. Are you going through a breakup? Is something happening in your life? Do you need one-on-one attention? I mean, you can have exactly what you desire. Visit us at lawofattractionsolutions.com. Now, here's some other videos that will help you along the way.